All right, so the collective.
So classic.
Where do I begin? All right, so this story begins. Niggas was broke.
Okay.
It was me and my brother Taurus. Literally, like, we was unemployed one summer, trying to figure it out, of course.
Unemployment will change.
But you know, in these times, you know, you come together. So it started out, hey, what you doing today? Shit. I got 5. You got 5? Oh, I guess we getting together. So then, you know, we burn one. You know what I'm saying? A couple weeks pass. Of course, like, we were always into clothing. We always had a strong background in that. We always loved streetwear. We always loved sneakers. You know, we were collectors at that point.
Where did the love of streetwear come from?
For me personally, it was, I don't know, I guess it was kind of like a self-discovery identity thing. Like, you know, like, you see, like, things as you're coming up, and then, like, for example, like, if I had to say, like, maybe one of my first initial points, like, that had me going, Pharrell. The whole Clips, Mr. Me Too era, and then I just saw niggas in these colorful hoodies, and I was just like, yo, what is this? Then I found out what bait was. I had a friend, like, in 9th grade, he showed me Nike Talk, he showed me, like, ISS, a couple sites like that, cause, like, honestly, like, I was getting into, like, sneakers, but I didn't know necessarily, like, what was my entry point, and, like, just, like, my entry point into, like, fashion in general, cause, like, what literally happened was, I was spending my money on video games at the time, because, you know, this is like the middle school to high school transition. I saw my mans come in with a Steep Tech, red and black.
Did you recognize it?
Yeah, you know I did. You know I did. You know, the inner mode jumped out like,
okay.
I need.
Ooh, okay.
And then he had the matching Jordan 13s that went with it. And I was just like, we in middle school, so I was like, nigga, how the hell you afford all that? And he was like, nigga, I told my parents stop buying me video games. Give me this.
So he told you what a sacrifice might have to be made.
And I was just like, okay, this is a no-brainer. And then, like, it was like an awkward period because, like, honestly, like, my folks still wasn't trying to spend the bread. But, like, you know, I'm getting my hair cut, my barber coming in with True Religion Jordans all day.
Okay, so this is before the locks.
Yeah, this is before everything. This nigga knew somebody with a truck. He was selling bootleg clothes out the back. I got a couple J's, got me a jersey. I went to school fresh. And then when I got to high school, things changed. Because, like, my man's at Oxon Hill.
Okay.
Shout out Oxon Hill. This is where I got my first schooling. So, like, it was an Asian friend of mine. His name was Marlon. He literally looked at my Lacoste Polo and told me every element that was fake about it.
Ooh, tell me more. Do you remember that breakdown?
Yeah, I remember it. It was a very respectful breakdown because, like,
I'm about to close up the camera into your face a little bit more. All right, go ahead, man. Tell me about this breakdown. It was necessary though.
No, it was definitely. It was like a growth moment and, like, kind of, like, taught me a lot of things. So, like, he broke down, like, the construction of, like, the polo, like, the buttons color, you know, stuff like that. So, like, you know, just off of that, I was like, dang, I'm not doing this right. Like, you know, like, yes, like, people are recognizing, like, hey, I have nice things or, like, I have nice clothing, but, like, this ain't necessarily, like, what it is or what it represents because, you know, quality is, like, necessarily, like, what it represents.
Was that your first exposure to textile and apparel?
I guess that was my first time really paying attention to it. Because, like, you know, like, you try and pass the eye test before anything because, you know, you in high school, like, violent times, you know. We at war, locked in 8 hours, 8 hours, you know. So, like,
uniform.
so like